Hello, welcome to the Capitol Theatre and Capitol Connects. Join us as we connect artists, business, and our community. This episode centers around graduation. This has been a challenging year for those students graduating in 2020. Here at the Capitol Theatre, we are inspired by the creativity and community spirit of Michael Cortez's, who has created a unique initiative to celebrate local graduates.
We're here with Michael Cortezis, broker of Remax Lakeshore Realty in Cobourg, longtime supporter of the Capitol Theatre, and very active member of Northumberland County. Michael, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome, Mary.
And for supporting the Capitol Theatre's efforts to celebrate the graduation class of 2020 through Capitol Connects.
It's a pleasure.
Tell me a little bit about your sign program and how it came about.
First week of April, I was chatting with a friend of mine, talking about graduation. Her daughter was going to graduate this year without a graduation, and how disappointing Mom was, as well as the graduate. And a week later, we had the sign program going for Northumberland County, and have been extremely busy. We've been putting on signs on people's lawns who request them free of charge.
Amazing.
Just to honor the graduate.
This is an amazing program, and it's really just bringing sunshine to the graduates of 2020 that haven't been able to celebrate during this time. So we appreciate it as a community for sure. And your efforts aren't stopping because you're supporting the Capitol Theatre again.
My wife and I, we love supporting the Capitol Theatre.
That's awesome. Tell me what it is that makes the Capitol so special to you.
It's such great people, like the team at the Capitol. They produce a great quality show, great family atmosphere there. When we do a client party, we have it at the Capitol Theatre. Our guests just love it. And I promote the Capitol all the time to any new person coming into the community. It's a real feature for our community.
Well, thank you very much. We can't wait to be back on the stage again, so hopefully that'll be someday soon.
Sure
No promises yet.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, the places you'll go.
By Dr. Seuss.
Congratulations. Today is your day.
You're off to great places, you're off and away.
Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed.
You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead.
Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best.
Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. And will you succeed?
Yes!
You will, indeed!
98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains.
So?
Be your name Bucksbaum or Bixby or Bray.
Or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea.
You're off to great places.
Today is your day.
Your mountain is waiting.
So get on your way.
This year's school year came to a jolting halt when schools closed and students were asked to finish their school year off online and at home. Graduating students from kindergarten, grade 6, grade 8, high school, college, and universities missed out on opportunities they dreamed of their whole life. I reached out to Principal Ron McDonald and VP Danny Murphy from Dr. M.S. Hawkins Senior Public School, and their teachers nominated 2 students to represent their graduating grade 8 class.
Class of 2020, I'm honored to be representing the grade 8 graduates. Graduation is a time of reflecting on the past and looking into the future. This year, we had a great group of grade 8s. We have partaken in so many fun events and trips together throughout the year. We can look back at the great years we've had together and see how we have learned and grown as students and friends. Us grade 8s had a lot of wonderful staff and teachers to help us through middle school and teach us to keep moving forward. Although our school year was cut short, we still had a great learning experience and we can look forward to a long summer and a new school year in grade 9. I look forward to going on to high school with many of you, and the ones who are going on to a different high school, I wish you the best of luck and congratulate you.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Stuart from Dr. Hawkins Public School, and I'm a part of the grade 8 graduating class of 2020. As you know, these times are different and everyone's lives are affected. Graduating during this pandemic is not ideal, and even though our time in grade 8 was cut short, we can still make the most of it. I'd like to start off with saying that school has given us so much more than we realize. It's given us the ability to make new friendships, relationships, and memories we'll never forget. School's extracurricular activities, such as clubs and sports, allowed us to try new things. Even though it's hard to say goodbye to friends we've gone to school with for so long, we're excited to be moving on to a new chapter of our lives. We'll get to experience new and fun opportunities and meet lots of new people to make lasting memories with. Going into high school is a big change. However, I feel well prepared as the teachers helped us achieve success by helping us understand everything to the best of our ability. On top of that, the teachers went out of their way to make a bond and connection between them and all of their students, and I would like to say thank you for all of the fun times we had in the classroom. Thanks to everybody who helped us get to where we are today. We are beyond grateful, and as we move on, we look forward to making new friends and new memories. So thank you, and congratulations graduating grade 8s of 2020.
The lives of graduates are transforming. We are all living in a world that is transforming. We've left one world behind and will enter a new world, informed by COVID-19 and inspired by a desire for social change. I spoke with recent graduates from the music theater programs at St. Clair College and St. Lawrence College. I invited them to share what gives them hope and inspires them in this transforming, transitional time in their lives.
When you hit a bumpy patch, say, what has helped you? Has there been a piece of music or a lyric or something you've read or something you've seen that has inspired you?
Like once I got the email with this question, I spent a bit of time trying to think about it because I was like, okay, I've been surrounding myself with media since all of this started because it's everywhere. And like nothing was sticking out. And then I remembered a couple of weeks ago, I was doing some research into the year 1968 because it's such a historic year and we're seeing a lot of parallels to this year in 1968. And the whole year ended with Apollo 8 circling the moon. And when the astronauts got back down to Earth, they were receiving all of these letters and telegrams from people saying, oh, thank you so much, you're amazing. And the one that stuck out to them was this one telegram that read, you saved 1968. The idea that there can always be a positive, there can always be like light in the dark. Like they circled the moon, they saw the dark side of the moon, and when they came back, they brought light with them.
During this time, like everyone else, and like what Aurora said, we've been filling ourselves with media. And one of my mentors, Ian Simpson, who I love dearly, he said to take the time to nourish yourself. I started picking up books and I literally just ordered like 10 more of all sorts of kinds, fiction, nonfiction, literally anything I can get my hands on, anything that's got a 5-star review. And I read a bunch of Sondheim books. Obviously, being a musical theater, we love our Sondheim. And he has a really memorable quote that immediately stuck out to me when you asked this question, which is, I wrote it down so I won't forget, art in itself is an attempt to bring order out of chaos. And I think that's very inspiring to think of, and that we all have chaos going on right now and all around us, all around the world, and that no matter what happens, art can even be ourselves. It's whatever we want it to be, and we're bringing order to what we can make of everything.
I'm currently actually directing a youth production of Fame Junior with the theater company that I work at in London, Original Kids Theater Company. I love it. It's a great place. There's a song called Bring On Tomorrow that is, they kind of write it during the show and then they sing it at their graduation. And there's a lyric that is, I also wrote it down. We can make a difference. It's not too late. Bring on tomorrow. We can't wait. And that has been kind of helping me just remember that, like, this is an opportunity to form my own personal views, because I feel like a lot of the time being in school, you go a lot with like what you're being told and what you're being taught, because that's why you're in school. But this is kind of bring on tomorrow, like, let me figure it out myself and let me continue to grow as a person. And like, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, well, there's been a quote that I've loved for as long as I can remember, and I use it for my life in general, not specifically right now am I using it, but It's a short quote by C.S. Lewis, and it goes, "Courage, dear heart." And I've always used that to kind of motivate me to just take the risk and go for it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? And so I have it on one of those little letter boards. So every morning I wake up and I see it, and it just reminds me to just go and live the day and just have courage and be brave. And you need that, especially in this field, going into musical theater or film and television, whatever the arts. And so you need to have courage and take risks.
That's lovely and inspiring for me, and lovely you can inspire each other.
The art of theater is about actors and audience sharing a space so that the communication is alive and immediate. When schools were shut down in the spring, drama classes became a very different experience. However, a benefit is that we're able to share a final monologue from Bill Walker's drama class at Trinity College School.
It is perfectly true, Torvald. When I was at home with Papa, he told me his opinions about everything, and so I got the same opinions. And if I differed, I concealed the fact because he wouldn't have liked it. He called me his doll child, and he played with me just as I used to play with my dolls. When I came to live with you, I mean that I was simply transferred from Papa's hands into yours. You arranged everything according to your own taste, and so I got the same taste, or else I pretended to. I'm not really quite sure which. Sometimes I think one and sometimes the other. When I look back on it, it seems to me as if I'd been living here like a poor woman, just from hand to mouth. I have existed merely to perform tricks for you, Torvald, and you would have it. You and Papa have committed a great sin against me, and it is your fault I've made nothing of my life. You neither think nor talk like the man I could bind myself to. As soon as your fear was over, and it was not the fear of what threatened me, but it was the fear of what might have happened to you, and the whole thing was past. It was exactly as before. As if nothing at all had happened. Exactly as before, I was your little skylark, your doll, which you would treat with doubly gentle care in the future because it was so brittle and fragile. Torvald, it was then when it dawned upon me that for 8 years I'd been living with this strange man and had borne him 3 children. I can't bear the thought of it. I could tear myself into pieces.
Thank you for joining us as we connect artists, business, and community on this virtual platform we're calling Capital Connects. The presentation of Capital Connects is being offered in combination with a request for donation. The proceeds of those donations are going towards the Capital's journey to artistic reemergence and to support our community that is suffering from the effects of COVID-19. We want to thank you for your continued support of the Capitol. We do wish to see you under the stars soon, but in the meantime, please join us on this journey. Thank you.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson.